Good morning, students. Welcome to the first and second graders. This video is for you. So I'm glad to have you joining me for art today. You are going to need a writing utensil. Could be a pen, pencil, marker, whatever you have, and a piece of paper. And today we are going to be drawing a made-up map of our community and some of the physical features and the symbols of a community. That's something that first and second graders learn about, and we're going to do it in kind of a made-up way so you can think about your community. You could also think about how you would like your community to be set up, and I'll do the same. So follow along, and if you need to pause or make up something if you missed something, that's totally fine. This is for fun, and it's a connection to social studies. So we're going to get started with our little map. When we think about a community, a lot of the time it's built on blocks with streets in between. So I'm actually going to take my paper today, and I'm going to start by drawing a few blocks. So I'm going to the middle top of my paper, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to make a rectangle. So I'm going straight down a couple inches, and then I'm going to go over to the left all the way off the page to the edge of the page like this. Oh, and it might look backwards on yours, but I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, so it doesn't matter which side you start from. So then I'm going to leave a little space, and I'm making a road here. So here's my road, and then here's the other block next to it. Move that so you can see it. Okay. So we've got one road, and then we have a block here and a block here where we can put some places that are in our communities, and we'll add that in a minute. Okay, so let's keep going. We're going to make this street right here. So actually I'll start here. So we're going to keep coming with our road. See how we made another street, and then go down a few more inches and back to the side. Here's another block, and there's part of our road, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to make our road here and our road here and our road, finish our block there. Okay, you're starting to see our streets. Now, if you're not following along, if this is getting confusing or complicated, you could pause, you could turn your paper over, and you could try it again now that you see what we're doing. Or you can change it and make it the way you want to make it. There's no right or wrong on this. Okay, so next we have room for two more blocks down here. So we're going to finish our roads. So here's the other side of the street, and we go down. There's one more block, and on this side, here's the road, and bring it down. So now we have a street going up and down, and a street going this way and this way. Okay, so now we are going to think of some places in our community that are important to our community, and this is where you might think of some different ideas than me, and that's fine. I'll give you my ideas, and then you can use them or you can draw your own. So, of course, our home is an important part of our community, and this is a made-up map, so we're not going to draw all the homes, but if you want to draw some of your neighbors where they live, that's great too. I'm just going to draw one home to represent where I live. So I'm putting a square and a triangle on top and a door inside with the doorknob. And then I'm going to put some windows. I love windows. Okay, this is my home. And you can come back later and add more details about your home after. And it could be just draw your home the way you want it. It could be an apartment, could be a house, whatever you choose. Okay, then another thing is a school. So we can draw our school right here. A school is usually pretty big, and we're going to draw a big long roof, long skinny triangle on top, and I like how schools usually have doors that are wide, double doors like this, and they have windows too. You can see all these shapes, the rectangles and the squares that we're drawing, triangles. Okay, better put some doorknobs too. All right, another place I thought of was a church. So there's all different kinds of churches in our community. You could draw a church if you'd like. I'm gonna draw a church with a pointy roof and some double doors and some windows. Now, I know a lot of these places are closed right now with the coronavirus, and that's okay. They're still part of our community, and they're places that we'll visit again later. Okay, so another one is the library. Hopefully you've been to your library either at school or in the community, and they can also be pretty big buildings. They have lots of books inside, and we miss them when they're closed. Okay, and I'm gonna put some more windows here. Now, if you notice, my lines aren't perfect, and that's okay. That I'm using a pen, doesn't even have an eraser, because it's okay if it's not perfect. I'm not worried about that today. We're just doing our best. Okay. And then another place I thought of was a playground. I know that's a really fun part of a community. And I'm going to draw a slide. I'm going to put two lines next to each other for a ladder. And then I'm going to put like an S line coming down from each side. Like this. There's my slide. And I hope that this is making you think of some other things in your community. Maybe it's a swimming pool, maybe it's the post office, whatever you want to include. The other one I thought of that has been very important always is a grocery store. And so I'm going to add a big store here. And I'm going to put a big sign on mine, and it's going to say Smith's, because that's the grocery store by me where I go shopping. And I'm going to put some doors here, and that's my grocery store. Okay, so we have our basics of our community now, and maybe you thought of some more that you can add. That's great. You could draw people, you could draw yourself, you could put yourself playing outside at your house. You could draw a car driving down the street. Might want to do that. So you get to decide, and when you feel like you're done drawing, then you get to write your name in the bottom right hand corner. It's going to look the opposite here on the screen. Try to write it backwards. Let's see. Maybe I can do it backwards. Oh, I think it will still look the opposite direction. Oh yeah. But you can write your name in the bottom corner. It doesn't matter which side, if it's on the other side. But we need your name to know who the artist was. And now you get to take your drawing and color if you have crayons at home, or colored pencils, or watercolor, or markers, any kind of coloring tools. Even if you just have one color, it could be fun to highlight a few areas. I'm going to take some time now to color mine, and I'll leave the video running so I can show you at the end. I'll be making a copy first. One thing, and that way I can give it to students who don't have this internet video. One thing that I like to do, as you know from school, is I like to have quiet music playing while I am working on my art sometimes. So I'm going to leave that up to you. If you have some quiet music on your phone or on a CD at home or the radio, and you'd like to put it on while we finish, that would be great. And once we have that going, then the time is just yours to finish adding details, color, whatever you want to do. And remember, this is for fun, and you can get started, and then you can get up and take a break if you want, and come back later and finish. So I hope you enjoyed drawing your community. I'm going to color for a few minutes with you, and then we'll see how it looks at the end. I'm using crayons today. All right. I'm going to start with my house. And again, you're just thinking about what colors things really are, or you can create your own version of what you would like your community to look like. That's one of the cool things about art, is that you can make it up. And that's one of the powerful things about art. Now, you might want to think about the squares, these blocks we drew. It depends on where they are. So the one with my house, I'm going to do green because there's grass. And then the one at Smith's, I'm going to do gray because it's a parking lot. So you can think about what is around these places in your community. Maybe this grassy one could have been snow. Looks like it's a little snowy today. Okay, tip this. And for mine, I like to think about what color things really are in my community. That's more if I can't remember or if I'm just doing something that could be any color, like the playground. I'll just choose a color. Oh, I think I'm going to do blue for the slide. And then I'll do yellow around it, so the playground is going to have sand in it. So I'm kind of making that one up because the playground by my house actually has wood chips, I think, in it, which is great too. But I like the color yellow, so I want to use sand in mine. And some playgrounds have sand. You can color all the way to the edge, all the way to the edges of your paper. Okay, let's see. We'll do a couple of parking lots here. I guess there could be gray or black. Guess we'll do black actually for my parking lot here. But there's no right or wrong. So if you want to do something different or if you change your mind like me, that is totally fine. I have this board under my paper so that I can color off the edge and it doesn't matter. But if you don't have a board like this, you could just put another piece of paper under yours on the edge. You probably know this, so that when you color off the edge, it goes onto your paper instead of onto your table at home. In art at school, we have tables that I wash off, so it's okay to get it on the table, but at home, you might have to figure out a way to color without getting it on something you're not supposed to, like a nice table or tablecloth. Okay, two parking lots down. Let's see. Ooh, the school has a parking lot too. The school has the parking lot and grass. So I'm going to do gray on the front and green in the back. We'll do light grass on this one. Okay, it's coming along, and I'm gonna put grass at the library too, just because it just feels like libraries should have grass by them. Okay. This grass is going to be mixed colors. So we have some darker green mixed in just for fun. Fun to have some variety and mix it up. Okay. Now, Smiths. Can't remember what color it is, but I know they have red in their sign. I'm gonna do some reddish colors here. And the grocery stores, they have been so great at helping everybody get what they need to stay home. All the workers have been so awesome. Makes you appreciate all the work that everyone does in our community when we have something unusual happen. Okay, we're going to do a brown church. Black doors. All right. School. Let's do some red for school. The school I went to growing up, the whole thing was red, yellow, and blue. Everywhere in this school, all the decorations were red, yellow, and blue everywhere, which are the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. We've talked about that before. You can make all the other colors with red, yellow, and blue. And sometimes white and black. But you can think about, if you can remember the colors in your school, in your classroom, or you can decorate it the way that you wish it was, want it to be. Okay, library. This one, I'm just going to be creative with this one. I'm going to make it green. Green, one of my favorite colors, and books are one of my favorite things. So we're going to do two of my favorite things together. You can choose whatever you want to do for yours. Any colors will work. There's something missing here that I haven't colored yet. You can probably see what it is. All the roads, right? Okay, so I'm gonna choose, sometimes they're black or gray. Let's see. Maybe I'll do both, little of both. Because, maybe a light black. Because I already used black and gray for some of the blocks. I don't want it to blend in too much with the road. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit different kind of black. We'll see if I can do that. Okay. One thing you might have thought of was to do the lines down the yellow and white lines down the middle of the roads. That would be a great idea too. But yeah, it looks like you can still see the difference between the black and the light black and the gray and the light black, which is cool. Okay, so this is mine. I hope you're having fun with yours at home. It's fun to think about our communities and the impact that all these places have in our lives and the people who, run them and how we all work together. Have a great day. Finish your drawing, enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye.